It's our big story at 6, remembering a classmate. Students at Bondwell High School honoring one of their own killed in a tragic car accident in the town of Belle Plaine on Tuesday. 15-year-old Paige Burnett of Bondwell, 17-year-old Cody Borsch, and 18-year-old Tyler Welch, both from Shawano, died. 17-year-old Ryan Swadner of Clintonville was seriously hurt and remains in the hospital. Tonight, classmates of Paige Burnett are banding together to show support for all the victims' families. NBC 26's Raquel Lamel is live in Bondwell tonight with more.
Stacy, it's the girls volleyball team that's rallying around the crash victims, honoring them at their game tonight, remembering the teens that are now being called Crew 22. They're playing for a special group of students, Crew 22.
It happened on Highway 22. Everyone is using that hashtag to show our respects and our support to their families.
The Bondwell volleyball team playing for the students who lost their lives Tuesday night when the car they were in crashed into an SUV.
Everyone was affected and the whole atmosphere was just, it's like you needed to hug someone or do something.
So the volleyball team decided to do something, remembering the victims by wearing ribbons in their hair during tonight's game.
It meant a lot to me that my girls cared enough to want the community to feel better about things.
The ribbons, blue and red. Blue for Bondwell school colors with the name of 15-year-old Paige Burnett. Red represents Shawano High. Initials of the 3 boys involved in the crash are on that ribbon.
When something so tragic happens, you tend to want to help out any way that you can.
It's a way to remember their friends whose lives ended way too soon. Now, students at tonight's game will be wearing all black to honor the victims of the crash, and Shawano High School students will be doing tributes for those victims next week. Live in Bondwell, Raquel Lamel, NBC 26.
Thank you, Raquel. Funeral arrangements have now been finalized for all of the crash victims. Visitation for Paige Burnett will take place on Sunday from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Blaney Funeral Home in Green Bay. Her funeral is scheduled for 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Visitation for Tyler Welch takes place tomorrow afternoon from 3 until 7 and again from 9 to 11 a.m. Saturday at Mickelson Funeral Services in Shawano. His funeral takes place at 11 o'clock Saturday morning. And visitation for Cody Borsch is scheduled from 3 until 8 p.m. tomorrow and 9 to 10:30 Saturday morning at the Wickman Funeral Home in Menasha. Funeral services take place at Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Appleton at 10:30 Saturday morning. Ryan Swadner, the lone survivor and driver of the car, remains in critical condition tonight. His brother tells us Swadner will likely remain in the ICU at Theta Clark Medical Center for at least 2 more weeks. Then he'll spend more time in the hospital during his expected long recovery process.